right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744. So I'm extremely sorry for the delay, guys. Obviously, we had a delay getting the stream ready. You know, some of our guests had to do some last-minute stuff scheduled, and some of the guests didn't even show up. So on time. So I won't mention any names, but you know, we're here finally, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So remember, guys, we're doing our best goalkeeper debate. Each of these three people will be debating for the respective goalkeepers. I put the 7 categories. Each of them will have 3 minutes to make their arguments for each category. Then you guys in the chat we'll give you guys maybe like 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes to make your decisions in the poll. And please remember, guys, please vote on the basis of what they say. So, you know, don't you know, the whole point is that the poll is designed in a way so you guys can hear their opinions and vote. Okay. So please be objective, don't be biased. And yeah, as I said, man, so it's gonna be interesting. And let me tell you that let's let the 3 people speak. So Rank, man, tell us who you're representing.
I'm here to represent the Spanish representative, Iker Casillas, here in the debate.
All right, that's good to hear, man. Good to hear. All right, and then Mats, who are you representing?
I'll be representing the big man, Manuel Neuer.
Ooh, Manuel Neuer, man. And then Sammy, obviously you're representing. Who are you representing, man?
I'm representing the Italian representative, Gianluigi Buffon.
Gianluigi Buffon, man. Gianluigi Buffon. All right, so now that everyone knows who's representing which, I think it's now time we start the debate. So, like I said, do you guys have any questions before we begin? If you have any questions, please let me know now, because I'm not going to answer questions throughout the debate. So, any questions about the categories, anything like that?
No, I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah, Mats and Sammy, do you have any confusion?
No, it's just not. It's just that I haven't prepared, you know, that much. But I will try to do it out of the top of my head. But the categories are clear. You know, I understand them. Of course, yes.
Okay, and Mats, do you understand?
Yeah, I do. I think adaptability does need rewording, but at the same time, you did explain what you meant.
Yeah.
What is? I wasn't there. What does mean? What does adaptability mean?
Okay, so basically, that one is basically how well can you adapt under pressure? Like, can you like do you are you like have let me try to find a way to phrase, like, are you like do you make mistakes? Basically, can you adapt under pressure? You know.
Okay.
That kind of thing. All right, Mats, I see you have 2 1. So do you want me to remove the one that's here and add the new one?
Yes, I'm about to exit that.
Okay, let me just yeah, there we go. Okay, just to make sure. So everyone's having their camera on. Let me read some comments before we get started, and then obviously we'll start. Hi, AD. FB7 Games says hi. Hello, yo. Hi, Mats. All right, Manuel Neuer. Hello. FB7, who do you think is better, the 3? All right. Mary Nasser. Oh, sorry, Kelly Essie. So Arab goalkeepers, man. Maybe we'll do Arab goalkeepers next time. Of course. I'm guessing Mehe Nasser is Iker then. Nah, to be fair, Neuer between 2012 and 2015 was the best keeper all the time, but the rest of the times he felt. My boy Casillas is better. Lol. Tijan says, yo, didn't know this was a debate. Oof, interesting one. Okay, 80, no bias. Got it. Bloody heck, this is a tough one. No Prem keepers as well. Yeah, there's no Premier League keepers. That's actually really interesting, guys, for this. So actually, Matt, you were the one that suggested the idea. So who was the closest Premier League goalkeeper that was making this? Who do you think is the best Premier League goalkeeper that didn't make this top 3?
Patr Cech. There is also Peter Schmeichel, although Cech had a longevity within the Premier League.
You could also name Jens Lehmann or Edwin van der Sar as well.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is, like, you know what's really interesting when I noticed these 3 goalkeepers? Yeah, I mean, he didn't really play in the Premier League that much compared to those 3 we have in the top 3. So yeah, hi. Darius L. Pachura says hi. For me, it's Cech, Peter, or Cech. I mean, I'm a fan, but Cech broke defense records with Chelsea. Yeah. All right. I think that's enough introductions. So let's go ahead and get started, man. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel to determine our first category. And then I'll let you guys decide who wants to go first. And then if you guys can't decide, I guess we'll choose the wheel. So let's do this, man. Let's see what the first category is going to be. Round one. Round one, consistency. All right, consistency. Okay. Let me put this up in the banner. Consistency. And I'll put this as round one. All right, consistency. All right. So who wants to go first for consistency? Anyone wants to go first, or should we spin the wheel?
Can I nominate
Okay, I guess I
rank?
can go first. Yeah, I guess I
You'll
can
go first, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, consistency.
Okay, so for consistency, I feel like Casillas is definitely one of the strongest contenders of the three. He has stayed at the top. He stayed at the top of his game for like 15 years, ever since he made his debut as an 18-year-old for Real Madrid, and instantly found success there. Ever since then, he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He's been like nominated for best goalkeeper of Europe. He made the UEFA Team of the Year 6 times in a row, the FIFA Team of the Year 5 times in a row. He had that long period of time where he was the best goalkeeper of the world, and like everyone could agree on it. And just to show his consistency, like he won his first 2 Champions Leagues very early on in his career in the year 2000 and 2002. And then in the year 2014 was when he won his third one. So you can see that long period where maybe even though his team wasn't doing as well, he was having strong performances and staying at the top of his game, as we could see for the national team, where he also had that period where he was really good. It wasn't until 2012 when all the injuries happened to him that maybe his form dipped a bit, but for most of his career, he was was considered the best goalkeeper in the world, and just kept his reflexes, his amazing, shot stopping. So I feel like for consistency, Casillas has to be a strong contender, in my opinion.
All right. Thank you for your argument there. All right. Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
All right. Why isn't it starting? Here we go.
So yeah, when it comes to consistency, I think Buffon is actually, unbeatable, the best. He started his career in 1995, when he was still basically youth in the youth category. And I think his first season with Parma, his first club was in 1997. And right in his first game against AC Milan, he had a clean sheet, and AC Milan back then had some very notable strikers, amongst them George Weah, who won always also one time the Golden Ball Award, Ballon d'Or, we know as well. And yeah, he started very well off, but he wasn't a starter just from his first season. I believe it took like 1.5 seasons or so. Then he established himself as a starter. He won the UEFA Cup with Parma, and he was outstanding. And then he got himself a move to Juventus, and we all know Juventus dominated for basically 10-15 years with Serie A. They won most of the Serie A titles, and he was one of the major contributors to that streak. He is the goalkeeper. I made some research. He's the first goalkeeper ever to keep 500 clean sheets. So that tells you basically about consistency. And what else? Yeah, I think he was also, like it says, consistency. He didn't had many holes. He was very consistent in his performances. I think most of the time he was world class. Sometimes he was maybe good or very good, but I very rarely see him having patches of sustained bad form. You know, I basically I can't remember that even. I have to admit I didn't watch every Juventus game or so, but when I watched him in the Champions League or with Italy, he was always performing for them. You know, and yeah, I think 30 seconds. What else can I say? I think his track record speaks for himself. He won so many trophies, and he contributed always to each of these runs or trophies, and that tells you basically how consistent he was.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for the argument, Sammy Kiani. So, Mats, you're up next. Are you ready, Mats?
Before I start, what's the best round to talk about attributes?
Let me look at the categories again. I'm not really sure. I think I'll let you decide. Decide whenever you want. You know.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't tell. Are you ready to start?
All right. Yes. So, since the start of last decade, Manuel Neuer has been very consistent, and from the start he's risen up the ranks to make himself in the conversation with these two legendary goalkeepers. He had fairly big shoes to fill when it came to Germany in the 2010 World Cup, and yet he performed very well, and even showed he could make assists with long-range goal kicks. And also, whilst it was a team effort, he was one of the factors to help Germany get to that semi-final of the World Cup. Of course, he's been consistent in making himself a massive figure, which has been a big part of what has made him this great goalkeeper. In the Euros, he only conceded, in Euro 2012, he again he had a good tournament, and in the start of the last decade, he was at Schalke, who nowadays have been playing in the second division. But he was a part of that team, one of the standout players, along with the legendary retired Raul, who'd got them to the semi-final, and that earned him a place at Bayern Munich, which not a lot of at that time you had to be a great player to go to Bayern Munich. He went there, and then in his second season, it was the start of something great, where Bayern Munich were constantly winning league titles. He established himself as one of the best in the world. And when he got injured last season, you could see how much Bayern were struggling more. And it went to the last day under Jan Sommer. Obviously, he wasn't the only reason, but it showed that there was a hole to fill from last season compared with before. And I had another point which slipped my mind. But even fairly early on in his career, he set a record of clean sheets for Bayern Munich. So that's my argument.
Am I the only one who can't hear AD?
I was about to say I can't hear AD.
Yeah, I can't hear him either. So maybe
Oh, I'm sorry. I muted myself. I forgot I muted myself. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry
Yeah, I
about
can
that.
hear
Sorry
you.
about that thing.
Well and clear.
Yeah, I forgot I muted myself, so that's why. Anyways, let me read your guys' comments. So Czech is a goalkeeper, goalie for hockey. Now Gordon Banks, best Premier goalkeeper by far.
He
Buffon
didn't
should
play
win
in the
this one, to be
Premier
honest.
League, but he is one of the best of all time.
Yeah, Buffon should win this one, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. Consistently, Buffon, not even a debate. Buffon's played in the highest level from 17 to late 30s. Buffon played 1998 World Cup, could have played till 2020 if Italy qualified. He was top 5 Ballon d'Or in 2003, and he was in 2018. I think Donnarumma would have started in 2020 World Cup, though. I don't think Buffon would have started. So, 2017. He was Italy's goalkeeper for freaking 21 years. Okay. That's not really Buffon's fault. We can't really criticize Buffon for that. He was going to keeper of the year by FIFA at age 39. Buffon just sweeps this man. Doesn't change the fact Buffon was phenomenal, mate. Other hand, he still played in Serie B when Juventus got relegated. Works both ways. Oh yeah, that is true. Like many of those Juventus players, then they leave after Juventus got relegated.
I definitely know some did. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's courage, man. Yeah, that shows a lot of loyalty, man. He didn't win a UCL. Never said he was the best just for this round. Buffon takes the cake. Good day. Matt's no shade, but you didn't say really anything about the consistency. Buffon played in his professional stage until 40. He's my goalkeeper. He was the best keeper award in 2017 when he was 39. Buffon played for Italy at age 40 in 2018. Same with Buffon, lol. All right, let's go see what the poll is saying. And Sammy Chiani wins this one. So Sammy gets 1 point. Remember, guys, I forgot to mention this earlier, but whoever gets the most points wins. So, So Buffon got 7 votes. Actually, is that? Yeah. I think, wait, hold on. Let me do my math here. I think that's, yeah.
I told you Michael should have been on.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I don't think Mike would have joined. I don't think Mike can join. So we did try, man, but he's just really busy, man, unfortunately. So yeah, anyways, let's move on to round 2, guys. Round 2. Leadership. Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting one. All right. So who wants to start with this round? Who wants to start with this round, guys?
We need Mats.
Should we have the winner, like whoever wins the previous round starts this one? We could also do that if you guys want.
Sure, I guess that would be easier.
All right, so I guess Sammy would start us off then. Sammy, you
I'll
go
go
start us
after
off
him.
Then. Okay.
Yeah, Buffon was a very great goalkeeper, but that's not all. He was also a great personality. Everybody in the football world, pundits, fans, even players of opposition teams, they all respected him. He had a high standing in his own team, but also in the whole football world. And he was, of course, a leader because he captained both Juventus and Italy in his career. He captained Italy from 2008 to 2018, I believe. So 10 years. So that's quite a lot. And I'm not sure for how many years he did captain Juventus, but I think that's also pretty much the same, basically for most of his career. And he was always one of the major leaders of the team. They had also other players, other leaders like Bonucci, like Chiellini, like De Rossi, and some others. But he was always a very main figure, and he did always a well job to coordinate always his defense in front of him. One of the reasons why Juventus and also the national team, they conceded a few goals under him was because there was a good chemistry, or there was a good understanding between him and the defenders. And he was just a natural leader, and when he made big saves, he also showed his emotion, and was always good at transferring that emotion or motivation also to other players, and that's basically leadership qualities. What else? He 40 seconds left. Yeah, as I said, he was basically he was captaining both teams, Italy and Juventus, for most of his career, and he contributed to all the successes. And it's always great when you are a captain of a winning team. It's a special responsibility, and I think he always delivered and lived up to his tag of a natural leader.
All right. Thank you, Sammy, for making arguments. All right. Now it is Matt. You want to go next, right? I can't hear you, Matt. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear him? I can't hear him.
I can hear you all loud and clear.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess you weren't speaking. So you want to go next?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So when it comes to leadership, I don't think this is the number one quality of Neuer, but the impact he has had with his leadership qualities is even when he's not on, he still makes it in the squad, in the starting 11, because he's that influential when it comes to leadership. Was it the right decision to start him in the 2018 World Cup on playing ability? Maybe not. But as a leader, he was vocal in the dressing room. Playing point of view, maybe you could say should he still be there? But yes, on the leadership point of view, he had something, and he's kept the armband since. You could see that he played as the captain in the Euros and the next World Cup. And I even remember seeing a debate between in Sami and Samasi on who should be the goalkeepers for the Euros, and Neuer was mentioned purely on his leadership. So is he the best goalkeeping leader? Maybe, maybe not. But there is an influence, and that's the argument I have.
All right. Thank you, Mats, for making your argument. All right. So it's your turn, Rank.
All right. So when it comes to leadership, I feel like Casillas edges out the other two contestants. In leadership, I feel like Casillas is just unmatched. He first became captain for the national team in 2008 when Raúl was not part of the squad anymore. And during his first tournament as captain for Spain, he won the tournament, the Euros for Spain, after such a long time. He went on to go on that golden road, the Spanish golden generation, being the main leader of the team. His biggest moment as a leader for the national team actually came much later, during the Euro 2012, when there was a bit of a split in the dressing room between the players that played for Real Madrid and Barcelona. And that was actually a pretty pivotal moment, because Casillas was the one to step in the dressing room and actually fix the situation, make the tensions calmer. And it was very important because, of course, Spain would go on to reclaim the title in 2012, defend it after what they had done in 2008. So that intervention by Casillas, I think, was pretty important to keep the team together and make that road to the final and to the trophy again. Of course, he also became the Real Madrid captain in the 2010-2011 season after Raúl and Guti both left. And ever since then, he was like the main leader of the team. He was always there for the teammates. There was a story that Titenes said, but I'm not going to bring it up because I don't want to bring up stuff from chat. But that is one of the stuff that show why Casillas was the best leader. Also, that Champions League campaign that he had in 2014, helping Real Madrid achieve La Décima. It was very important because Real Madrid had to be at the top of their game mentally against many top-tier competition that they had to face. Many times they were with their backs against the wall, especially in the final where they needed a 90-minute equalizer. And it was very hard to keep a team under that amount of stress, calm and collected, but he was the man in the dressing room that could lead teams forward, and that shows in the success that all of his teams have had, and how many times he's managed to keep the dressing room calm with his leadership. I feel like he's just a natural leader and the best when it comes to this category.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Rank, for making your arguments. And yeah, this time, guys, I didn't mute myself, so it's all good. So we're gonna go ahead and start the poll, guys. Remember, guys, you have 2 minutes to cast your votes, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna put the poll out here, and yeah, let's start. So in the meantime, I'll be reading your guys' comments. So I'll read your guys' comments during the poll time. I think that's a good time to read your guys' comments. Where are we on this one? Rank, Casillas. No debate, Casillas. Eager got this one. One of the greatest captains of all time. Prime says this round is interesting. Certainly Real Madrid's greatest ever captain, along with Ramos. Who won the panels?
Yeah, we were missing a fourth person, I believe.
Yeah, Albert. Maybe you can defend Brad Guzan in our member stream later today. Oh man, slide edge.
It's not even the best bold Brad Friedel.
Probably, but still such a great captain. I'll share one story actually. Eller make your case for Ochoa. One game when Casillas was being treated like crap at the Madrid was the captaincy was given to Ronaldo for that game. Ronaldo, in the middle of the game, tried to give the armband back to Casillas. Casillas refused and yelled at him to get back in position. True captain. Indeed, Pukki's a true captain. Oh, dang. Okay. All right. I'm going to go through some comments. I won't read all the comments out loud because some of the comments aren't really related to the debate. So if it's not related, I probably won't read out loud. Let's do it this way. But I'll look through and click through. So, yeah, Rank, tell them about my boy Eaker. Yes, Rank is cooking. For real. All right. All right. So, this one is interesting, guys. So, I think it's time for the poll to end. We just have a few seconds left. I mean, it's pretty one-sided. So, yeah, maybe it's good we did 2 minutes, Rank, because I was initially thinking maybe we should give 3 minutes. All right. So, it's done, guys. So, Rank wins this one, guys, in a very commanding margin, 6-1-1. So, Rank gets 1 point. So, we're now moving on to round 3. So, as you guys can see, I put the scores in the live ticker there, so you guys can check it out. And Buffon Casillas is level, and Neuer hasn't got any points. It's still early, though. We still have 5 more rounds to go. And we're approaching the halfway mark. We're approaching halfway of the stream. Well, 29 minutes. So round 3. What's going to be, man? Round 3. Adaptability. All right. Adaptability, man. So, Rank, do you want to start this round?
Yes, I guess I have to because I won the last one. So yeah.
I mean, we don't have to do that, but I think it'd be easier for us to decide. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go ahead and put the thing here. Okay, you can go and start right now.
Okay. So adaptability, we said that this round was more about how you perform under pressure, and I feel like under pressure. Casillas always stepped up when there was a big game. He was always there. He is also the best goalkeeper of the 3 at saving penalties, which is probably the time when a goalkeeper is at the most pressure when he's one-on-one with another player. He was also very remembered for his one-on-one situations, especially at the World Cup. Everyone from the Netherlands, I'm sorry, but you're going to remember that chance that Robin had and that he stopped to win Spain the title. In the Champions League, he had some amazing performances as well. In the 2002 Champions League final, where he was actually benched for most of the Champions League. After the first goalkeeper for Real Madrid got injured, Casillas has to step in for the final. And in the final against Bayer Leverkusen, when it was 1-1 after halftime, Bayer Leverkusen actually dominated the second half. They had 8 shots on target and Casillas made 7 saves. And that actually really helped Real Madrid, who went on to conquer the Champions League that year. Then when it comes to international competitions, we obviously remember the Euro 2008, Casillas stopping 2 penalties, one from De Rossi and one from Di Natale in his shootout against Italy, against Buffon, of all people. In Euro 2012, he also stopped a penalty in a shootout against Portugal. In 2002 against Ireland, he stopped a penalty in 90 minutes and then stopped 2 penalties in the shootout to advance to the quarterfinals. So I feel like under pressure, there's no denying that Casillas was the best. And, it shows that he was a big game player and his adaptability was the best, in my opinion.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, who wants to go next? Sammy or Mats? Okay, I guess Sammy, you could go next.
Oh, why me?
Okay. Well, I don't know. Well, Mats is muted, so I don't know what Mats is doing.
Okay, adaptability, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Buffon, he was always there when it came to big games. He showed up in big games. He had mostly very good performances in big games. And under adaptability, I understand also the adaptability to adapt to different clubs or different situations. Let's say he started off his career at Parma, and Parma back when in the end 90s they weren't a big club in Italy. They were just basically a mid-tier club in Italy, but they under him with Buffon in goal, they won the UEFA Cup, and that's a big achievement to start off your career. He was very young back then, and he started off his career with a mid-tier club and led them to a European trophy. And then he changed. He was transferred to Juventus Turin, and that was basically a step up in the career ladder. And then he was playing for a big club, and he had to adapt basically to the expectations and to all the pressure that comes with playing for a big club. And he stepped up and he delivered, and he established himself during his time at Juventus as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And I think he showed also great performances under pressure in major tournaments. At Euro 2012, he was one of the major reasons also why a relatively average Italian team reached the final. Yes, he conceded 4 goals in the final against Spain, but that was a very weird game when Italy had also in the second half one player who had to go out injured and they couldn't substitute anymore, so they had to play actually with 10 men, and the score line was flattering. The 2 goals came right at the end, and he was a major factor to contribute to that run. And he won, of course, the World Cup in 2006, and it was a penalty shootout. He didn't, I believe he didn't save any penalty because Trezeguet hit the crossbar, but still he was in the goal and he did contribute to winning the World Cup. And he was flawless at the World Cup in 2006. He conceded only 2 goals, 1 goal against Zidane against France in the final, and 1 goal, a penalty against Australia in the round of 6. No, a penalty or a goal against the USA. But he was outstanding.
All right. Thank you for making your argument there. And Mats, are you still here?
Yep.
Okay, you're still here. All right. Now it's your turn for adaptability. You're the last person to go.
All
Are you
right.
ready, Mats?
Then. Yes.
Okay.
When it comes to adaptability, Neuer pretty much has it all. Whether he has to punch, catch, or just normal shot stopping, and this I'll speak about more in. If I'm still on, I'll speak about more in the impact category. But if you need to be a sweeper keeper, he's perfectly capable of doing that. In fact, he had a big influence in this role as sweeper keeper. You could see be involved in not only the possession with the ball, but having to when there were laps in the German back line. Also, I would say he is the best. He's a massive goalkeeper. Look at the size of him. And some key penalty shootout that comes to mind was semi-final with the Champions League 2011-12 when he saved penalties from Ronaldo, Kaká, and Ramos, lost his penalty over the bar, and you could see that the physique of his goalkeeping also forced Simone Zaza to have to try and hit the ball beyond Neuer's reach, and it ended up going over the bar. Of course, he made penalty saves as well, as well as the fact that in both examples, one that was away in Real Madrid, and with the Germany-Italy, Italian fans were. So 2 big pressure moments then. And yes, you could point to the Bayern Munich versus Chelsea penalty shootout. But as well as him saving the first penalty, which wasn't a penalty to be fair, the penalties Chelsea scored, it took for them the penalties to. He has the same effect Donnarumma has when it comes to how big he is in the goal. So yeah, I'd say he's the best penalty stopper, and when he has to play with his feet and save, he's amazing at both.
Yeah. All right. So guys, we have your so remember guys to vote. I'm gonna go ahead and put the poll out there for 2 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and start this round 3. Start this. All right, so we're getting yeah, the chat. There's a lot of food discussion going on. So like I said, guys, please get back to the main debate here. We could discuss that stuff on the second channel. That's obviously not football related, so But yeah, anyways, let's get back to on topic right here. So let me see. Where did I start commenting? Okay. Let's go round 3. I still don't totally get this one. Under pressure, Casillas wins. Yeah. Interesting one. Looks like everyone loses this one. Well, World Cup 2000, World Cup Final 2010 World Cup winning save. Let rain cook. 2002 Champions League final saving Real Madrid as a teenager, and the penalty was unmatched as well. Okay. Buffon doesn't always show up in the big games though. Low. Yeah, I guess you could maybe say. Well, are you talking about what happened against PSG? Are you talking about what happened against United in the Champions League? I mean, if so, that's kind of a bit harsh, because the whole PSG team was terrible the second leg. So, yeah, that's why I think everyone loses.
There's a reference to Rashford, so I think so.
Yeah. Buffon didn't show up in his last 2 UCL finals. Hey, man, he was playing against the best two teams at the time, man. It's So, and plus he has a World Cup, man. A World Cup is very hard to win. Jan Oblak OP. Casillas show up in big games. My bro, FB7. Casillas is one. Low. I mean, Ammo. Jan Oblak's a goat. Oh, yeah, Jan Oblak. Forgot about him. I don't think he's the best of the century. I think these three are better. Casillas show up at the big games, but he did have a few errors from before and also big games. All right. Okay. The one that is round. Thanks. And we speaking facts. Casillas did in 2010 World Cup what Buffon did in 2006 World Cup, and he did in Euros as well. I'm going with my boy Rank on this one. I think Casillas can stay cool in the big moments. I think Casillas is the big moment. All right. Sports Chelsea versus Sport Everton. I was going to see aboard Chelsea. No, I'm not 80. I do like Chelsea in the big six. Come on, Sammy. All right, let's go and see, man. I haven't even seen the poll, man. All right, and the poll is right here. Oh, Buffon wins this one. This was close, though. Yeah, this was close. Buffon wins this one. 44. Rank second, and Matt's third. By the way, guys, I'm not doing any of the votes right here, so if anyone thinks I'm like rigging this or whatever. All right. I think it's time for round 4, guys. All right, round 4, guys. So, all right, let's see which one's gonna be round 4. Longevity. Okay,
I will start.
One.
I will start.
Yeah, I mean you won the last round, so.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Longevity. I think Buffon beats easily Casillas and especially Neuer for this because he started his career in 1995 and he just retired. He happened to retire this year, so his career basically lasted 27, 28 years. And that basically says it all. His career was very long. He still played as a goalkeeper in Serie B at the age of 45. Can you imagine that? He played also basically for the Italian national team like until he was 39 or 40 years old. So that tells you basically the whole story. And I think I don't know any goalkeeper. It's not very common that goalkeeper, they have a longer career usually than outfield players, but most goalkeepers retire also kind of like in their mid or end 30s, and he was the exception, continuing even beyond the 40s. And he was still in top shape and form. Yes, he wasn't world class anymore in his last 3-4 years, maybe, but he was still very good, still at a very advanced age. And basically, he's in that category. He's the god, in my opinion. Nobody can beat him. And what else? 1 minute left. I said already so much. Look, he started his career at a very young age also. He played right from the get-go in the European competitions with Parma, won the UEFA Cup. Then, even when he was beyond 40, he played still for clubs like PSG, Juventus, that's still world-class clubs. It's not like Qatar or MLS or I don't know, some random league in South America or Asia. He played at the highest level for a very long time, and then just at the end he played like 1.5 or 2 years for Parma again in the Serie B to round off as a send-off, basically to honor his first club, Parma. And yeah, I don't have anything more to say. He's the god in this category.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, I think Matt's had to go and eat. So I guess what I'll do is I don't know how we're gonna do it. So I guess maybe I'll fill in. I guess temporarily. So I don't know. Honestly, I guess I'll just fill in for Neuer. For rounds 4 to 7 until Matt's get back. Okay. So Rank, do you want to go or I go next?
I can go if you want to prepare your points.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. That's probably good. You go. So I can prepare my arguments.
All right. So for longevity, there are some points that I could use that I didn't get to use for consistency. I see a lot of non-believers in chat right now, but let me tell you some stats to see if you can believe me that Casillas had the better longevity. He has the second most appearances in the Champions League and the second most wins in the Champions League as well, only behind Cristiano Ronaldo in both of those categories. He's also the only player that has made 20 consecutive seasons of the Champions League. That's a record. Like, imagine being in the Champions League for 20 consecutive seasons. That shows you a level of consistency and as well longevity. That's why I feel like it could have been used for both arguments. That is just so insane. And of those 20 editions, he made the knockouts 19 times. So just a long career of being at the very top, the Champions League being the biggest club competition in the world. And he was there, like I said, 20 years in a row. And he made his debut in a Champions League game when he was only 18. And his last games also playing in the Champions League for Porto. For Spain, he's also the second most cap player behind Sergio Ramos at 167 caps. So I feel like for longevity, even though Buffon has some great arguments, I feel like longevity at the top level, which is the Champions League, Casillas, just those 20 seasons in a row and the most appearances of any of the goalkeepers in this debate, as well as his national team career, I feel like it's just an insane stat and that needs to be considered when it comes to him. And I feel like also Casillas could have lasted a lot longer if it wasn't for his injuries in 2012 and for his earlier retirement because of the health issues he had around 2020. So I feel like Casillas could have been a lot more if it wasn't for something out of his control, like his health, basically. So yeah, those are my points.
All right, thank you, man. Thank you. All right, now it's gonna be my turn. So it'll be kind of weird for me because I didn't really expect to debate, but I'll try to put in something. So for Manuel Neuer, man, I mean, he's been at the top keeper. He's still at Bayern Munich. He still hasn't left. He's still been part of Germany national team. He's still been the starting keeper for them in the international tournaments. Yes, he's got some injuries, and he's not been his best. Obviously, 2018 World Cup, he was rushed back. I still think that though that he's still a really good shot stopper, and I feel like maybe you could rely upon him when it comes to those big games. Especially 2014 World Cup, where he was really amazing. That World Cup obviously helped Germany win the World Cup. And then obviously, even in the Champions League 2020, that happened recently a few years ago. He was amazing in that Champions League, especially against PSG in that final, made a lot of crucial saves in that game. So, yeah, I just think that for Neuer in particular, yes, he's had some injuries, and that's obviously been the reason why he's not really been starting keeper for the last few seasons for Bayern Munich. I still think he's a very good shot stopper, and I think his longevity is insane. And now most keepers don't have like the longevity. Most top keepers don't really have longevity compared to these three. So I just think that for Neuer, man, his longevity is insane. So I think we got to give it to him for how much he's been able to do. So, yeah. All right. So you guys have the time for the debate. So let me go ahead and I forgot to put the poll out there. So give me guys a few minutes to do this one. So round 4. Who should win round 4? So Let's see. Rank Casillas. Wait, who went first for this round? Buffon. Yeah. Sammy went first. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, you guys have 2 minutes to make your poll decision. Let me read some comments in the meantime. Okay, where are we? Okay. Hello, I'm back. Welcome, Holland the Goat. Tripping, I disagree. Comment Sammy W. Low, I disagree too. FB7 being biased low. Buffon takes it. Strongly disagree. Buffon wins this rank, and Mats, don't waste your breath low. This is going to Sammy. FB7 doesn't know anything. Hey, respect FB7, man. To be honest, Buffon wins this too. Yeah, bro. Nowhere doesn't belong this round. Best goalie, Tim Howard. Maybe we'll do a CONCACAF. Yeah, if we did a CONCACAF debate, maybe he could be a nominee.
Tim Howard versus Ochoa. Oof.
Don't forget Navas, man.
And Navas, true.
Yeah, I agree. Sammy should win this, but last round was rigged. Of course, Buffon wins this. There's no debate. Should be 2-2. Casillas didn't adapt to the late stage of his career. Look at this guy. 82 bias games. Which guy are we looking to? Which guy are we looking at? Buffon's the only one who played at the highest level until his 40s. Low. Do you guys know he wasn't winning anyways? Yeah, Buffon was still good in his 40s. Ter Stegen, Iker Casillas goats. I don't think Ter Stegen is all-timer goalkeeper.
Come on, respect Ter Stegen. Respect.
No, he's a great keeper. I just can't put him like best goalkeeper all the time. I can't say that. That's a bit of a stretch. I wouldn't like he's been one of the best Barcelona keepers, I'll say, but not like all time, like in general. I would say. Define good. Casillas retired 37, and his last years were at Porto or rank, while Buffon was facing up against United in the Champions League at age 41. And again, he was Italy's first choice keeper for 2 decades. At B7, Casillas probably retired because of health. True low. 2 months round 3, I said Buffon because same arguments were good. Buffon got this fair enough at B7. B7 is biased. All right. Who cares? Buffon doesn't have the trophies and awards, and Parma's and Tablo is just a club legend. Well, there's a trophy section, by the way, guys. We'll get to that. Round 3 was ranks round. He didn't want my boy's son, Iker, to win. He played for Juventus in 2021 when he was 43. Trophy surely go to Neuer, who's laying Parma for 2 years. Neuer's longevity helped him surpass Oliver Kahn. And I meant Casillas for me. He went back to Parma for retirement. I might vote for round 3 for Neuer, not because he was better at longevity, but because 80 made a good case. Buffon going to win, though. Whole case of NB7 biasness low. Those Bundesligas don't matter compared to the number of champions that Casillas has, and Casillas won the Euros. Buki says, fair point, dog. 2 seconds. All right, hello, Kuba. Thank you for joining. Buffon went to Parma to retire. Having Neuer is the best for his records. And attributes such as size, saving penalty, and saving and playing with his feet. Sergio Romero will carry
Hey, respect Romero. He's in a Libertadores final right now at his age.
Hey, yeah, Romero, man. Yeah, Romero is a goated. And as for Caballero, I prefer not to speak.
I prefer not to speak as well.
Records. Tim Howard is a joke. Calm down, Euro snob. We all know where 7 or something is. 07 Asian Cup. Buffon doesn't have a World Cup, though. Wait, what? Buffon does have a World Cup. What do you mean?
What? Well.
All right, let's see what you guys say in the chat. So Buffon wins this one, 78. So, dang. Buffon has a commanding lead, 3-1. Coming into this, man. So, Casillas, man. Ryan, can you do a comeback?
I'll try my best.
Yeah, we have 3 more rounds, man. So, I think so basically, Buffon wins the next round. This debate's over. So, oh, man. All right, round 5, guys. Round 5. Ooh, it's Impact. Impact on this one. Okay. Impact. Okay, so we're 54-39. Impact. Okay. So who wants to go for this round? I guess, Sammy, you want to go first?
Yes, I go first because I won the last round.
All right. Okay, just let me reset this thing real quick. All right, you can start now.
Yes, I think Buffon had a massive impact in the football world, and he was widely known basically by. He was even known by people who don't follow maybe football that much, by casual fans. He was highly respected by everyone, as said it before already, by obviously his teammates, the coaches, opposition players, the pundits, the fans. He was highly respected by everyone, and everybody had kind of a soft spot for him. I mean, he played the Champions League final 3 times, but lost it 3 times. But I remember people back then were always kind of rooting for Juventus to win in the final, so Buffon can win his first Champions League title, Champions League trophy. And he was just for a very long time the face of Juventus, because Juventus, they were not always at their best, had also some very difficult years where they had also lost many players, and then the responsibility was on Buffon. Basically, he was the main leader in that team, and he just established himself as a leader, and also as a face, maybe for marketing or so. When we fought on Juventus, we associated Juventus to Buffon. Basically, that's immediately connected to each other. And what else? Impact. Italy at the 2010 World Cup had a disastrous campaign. They exited in the group stage, but I did my research. Buffon played only the first game, and that was a draw against Slovakia, against Paraguay, a 1-1 draw against Paraguay. But in the first game, he injured himself. He had a slipped disc or herniated disc, and because of that, he missed out on the following on the subsequent 2 games. And guess what? Italy drew against New Zealand and lost to Slovakia, and had to leave the World Cup after the group stage. And one of the major reasons for that was that Buffon was not available for the second and third group stage game. His shot stopping ability was missed, his leadership qualities were missed, and as a matter of fact, as a consequence, Italy were knocked out in the group stage. And what else? Also, impact. He finished second place in 2006 in the Ballon d'Or and fourth place in 2017, and that as a goalkeeper. Can you imagine that? That's not very common that a goalkeeper finished so high in Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. All right. So, Rank, do you want to go next or I go next?
I can go next.
All right.
So when talking about Casillas and his impact in the world of football, I mean, when you think of the Spanish national team, what's the first picture that comes to mind? The Spanish national team obviously lifting the World Cup, and who's the man who's lifting the World Cup? It's obviously Casillas. When you think of Spain of also lifting the Euros, any of the 2 times they did so, you think of Casillas as well, because he was the main factor of that team, the captain and the main man. You can also think of Real Madrid when they won La Décima. They were on a 12 years drought without winning the Champions League, and Casillas was the one to lift the trophy for them again. When you think of impact, obviously, in the goalkeeping position as well, I don't think my timer is running, but okay. When you think of impact in the goalkeeping position as well, of course, when you think of sweeper keepers, you are first going to think about Neuer, because of his ability, but it was actually Casillas who pretty much invented that role when it came to like tiki-taka in Spain, and it was very important for a goalkeeper to play with his feet, play it out of the back. So Casillas had to be very good with his distribution, and that's why he became one of the first goalkeepers. In earlier stages of football, it wasn't common for a goalkeeper to play with his feet. It wasn't required for a goalkeeper to be good with his feet, and Casillas was the first one to do so, pretty much. And that translated to now in the modern game, pretty much every goalkeeper is required to be good with his feet and play out of the back. So in the impact that Casillas had in the position, he pretty much invented the position of the sweeper keeper. And also attributing to that Ballon d'Or point that Sammy made for Buffon, Casillas also came fourth in the Ballon d'Or vote in 2008 behind Messi, Ronaldo, and Fernando Torres. So I feel like for the amount of impact that he made in the position of the goalkeeper, the respect he had from players like Buffon himself. Buffon was someone that heavily respected Casillas. He made a whole statement after he left Real Madrid and left for Porto about how he was a Real Madrid icon. He was one of the better representatives on the pitch for the goalkeeping position, saying like, he doesn't have enough words to describe how good Casillas is, and that everyone can just watch him play and realize how good he was. The respect he drew from opponents and teammates, like he said, from the captaincy standpoint, the leadership point that I made, I feel like the impact Casillas has had on the goalkeeping position, on his teammates, and in football as a whole is just unmatched.
All right. Thank you for making arguments. Okay, my turn. Yeah, so for Manuel Neuer, man, he obviously is most known for his impact in modernizing the sweeper keeper, because prior to his rise, goalkeepers didn't really play with their feet. Goalkeepers mainly are known for shot stopping, and he modernized that. And, a lot of keepers nowadays play with their feet, and he's made that to a habit, and it's just amazing, and we were getting back to the Ballon d'Or point, as Rank and Sammy Keone mentioned. He finished third in the 2014 Ballon d'Or, and I think that's the highest a goalkeeper's ever placed that didn't win the Ballon d'Or. I think only Lev Yashin won the Ballon d'Or. So I think for Manuel Neuer, man, his impact in the game is incredible. And like I said, I think he's been so good that Germany just don't have any other keepers that can compete, like the likes of Kevin Trapp. He's been so good that these other keepers like Trapp, Trapp, Ter Stegen just can't start because of how good Neuer has been. The impact he's made. So he's been amazing. So I just think that for Manuel Neuer, man, his impact is profound to the game. He's had a big impact, and his shot stopping ability, along with sweeper keeper, has just been amazing. So yeah, I think that's for me for my arguments. All right, so you guys, now it's time for you guys to vote. Like I said, guys, please try to keep it on topic to the debate, because like I said, this is at the end of the day debate thing. So
Can I correct you? You said that Neuer finished third in 1 year in the Ballon d'Or ranking, and you said that would be the highest. Buffon finished second even in Ballon d'Or in 2006.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, when he won the World Cup, he finished even second.
Okay, my bad. Well, let's just say that he finished third with I think Messi. Yeah, third. Third is still pretty good though. So thank you for correcting me.
Very good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for correcting me. I guess I didn't hear that part correctly. All right. So Rank, Casillas. All right. Since I'm debating now, guys, I have to it will take me time to add these polls. Do as fast as I can.
Where is Mats now? Is he watching it now, or?
I think he had to go eat, so I don't think he can stay on. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I think he did say. I think he did say they had to leave in the middle of the stream. So.
Because it's a blow for Neuer that he's not that Mats is not, because you are not prepared, basically.
Yeah,
It's a blow for Neuer. It's a two-way race now, two-way battle. Casillas, Buffon.
Yeah. I mean, this is just for fun. We don't have to this is just our own personal thing, so we don't have to make this as professional, Yeah. So yeah. All right. All right. Buffon won the World Cup back to 34. Oh wait, 2006. Okay, Mike for real. Casillas for me. Mike for me. Okay. Guys, let's not insult other people, please. Yeah. Sebastian, man, I didn't think you would be here in the stream, so thank you for joining. All right, see ya, Jesus. Buffon, okay. Casillas got this one, I think. Jesus, I have to forget about the sit down head, but Sebastian really low. Where's that point? Wait, what? Okay, my bro. All right, you guys were talking about video games, so I'm not going to just read video game messages because it's not really relevant to the debate. So, where is the next relevant message? Okay. Dang rank with the precise points. Too good. Surely getting the point this round. Iker was good with this feed, man. Iker was the OG sweeper keeper. I seen the highest change the game. Bro saw the highest because he was overhyped. Why even put him in the debate? So disrespectful against Buffon. What? No. Nah, Casillas not overrated, man. Come on. And besides, it was Matt's idea that he suggested, so we have to. That's all. I think it was like, give me. And I'm pretty sure that's some Liverpool goalkeeper. You saw the matches. I saw the game. I mean, Norway's feet are better. So now I've seen the match. Iker's not overrated, Sebastian. Casillas may have done it beforehand, but Norris set the tone for goalkeepers playing with his feet. Now, bro, watch how I rate the player. Also matches too every single YouTube. Still makes an OG. Become your team for this one. Ricky, you saying I don't know ball? Just that really one. All right, let's not backstab. You think it's a lot of tons ago? Okay, didn't Casillas expose himself to be okay. I'm sorry, but Neuer was the one during the prime Ronaldo Messi days. All right, Neuer was Liverpool. Buffon was Chelsea from 2014. All right. Like Iker stopped close range shots for Messi. All right, let's see what you guys say for this one. So Casillas wins this one, guys. It's 3-2, guys.
Let's go.
So, yeah, Casillas, man. All right, moving into the final 2 rounds. All right. We have 2 more categories left. Trophies and shot stopping. And it is going to be shot stopping. All right. Who wants to go first for this one? So I guess Rank is going first.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Rank, you start us off, man.
All right. For shot stopping, I feel like it's obviously the most important quality a goalkeeper needs to have, be able to stop goals. And I think that Casillas is the most incredible when it comes to goalkeeper from shot stopping of the 3. We have to keep in mind that Casillas is by far the shortest of these 3 goalkeepers. He is 182 centimeters tall. Neuer is 193 and Buffon is 192. So he's like 10 centimeters shorter than his competition, and still he was putting up amazing performances. Because of his reflexes and because of his agility, he was compared to a cat. If you watch highlights of his saves, you can see how he does very acrobatic saves, trying to stretch as much as possible and throwing hands, just trying to deflect the ball away. It was, like seeing a cat basically doing those fantastic saves. And you can see it in his record that he actually has the most clean sheets in the Champions League with 57. And I mentioned before that he has 167 caps for Spain. 121 of those were wins, and 102 of those were clean sheets. Like 102 out of 167 games are clean sheets. Like this, Spain didn't concede a goal when Casillas was between the sticks, and that was because of his amazing shot-stopping technique. Like I said, it was mostly down to agility and reflexes being so much better than everyone else because, sure, he's tall, but not tall for a goalkeeper. And it was just amazing. Like I mentioned earlier, he was also the best at stopping penalties, which is like the most key save you can make when you are under pressure in one-on-ones. When it came to those high-pressure situations, those 7 saves he made in the Champions League final against Bayern, he was just the best shot stopping because of how many times he was challenged by opposing attackers and the amount of clean sheets that he managed to get. He had the best save percentage of all 3 keepers as well. So just because of the amazing saves, the amazing stats, all the clean sheets, the save percentages, all while being 10 centimeters shorter than the rest of the competition, I feel like Casillas was by far the best shot stopping of the three in this category.
All right, thank you, man. All right, so who wants to go next? Sammy, or you want to go next, Sammy, or I can go next if you want?
I can go next.
All right.
Yeah, as you know, Buffon, he was not at all known for his playing out of the back or his playing with his feet ability. Yet he was widely known as the best or one of the best goalkeepers, and that was especially mainly for his shot stopping abilities. And he had a very good height, as Rank said already. He was 1 meter 92, and he was equally good at saving shots from long range as also as well as from close range. There was I didn't see any major difference. He was very good in both, and he was also very agile, very mobile, and he started his career in 1995, and that was to a time when the Serie A was widely seen as the best league in the world. Probably up until the mid 2000s, the Serie A was the best league in the world because we saw many deep runs, and AC Milan and Juventus, Inter, all these teams, they always made it to the final of the Champions League, and he faced very many stars. He's faced high profile players, and for example the Brazilian Ronaldo back then, who played for Inter Milan also. Just the fact that he was in a league in a star-studded league, in the best league of the world, and he proved himself in this league with uh, with enormous amount of clean sheets. As I said, he was the first goalkeeper with 500 clean sheets ever, and I think yeah, as I said, he was widely known for his shot stopping abilities. He wasn't someone who would distribute passes so much or play with his feet, or he was a very old fashioned, very old school goalkeeper like we used to know it. Now football has changed. We expect, or the coaches, the managers expect always that the goalkeeper has to be also play with his feet very well. But he was just a very old school goalkeeper, but he was very good in these categories, and I think he just had a advantage with his height, with his wide range. Also, sometimes he was able to do saves that were pretty much unsavable. He was just world class.
All right. So I guess it's my turn. All right. So for Manuel Neuer, man, his shot stopping ability is incredible. Like the guy is really good. When it comes to saving penalties, I just looked up his ratio, his percentage, and it's actually 28.9% saves, which is actually pretty good. I think he saved 22 penalties facing of 76, which is a pretty good record because it's really hard to save penalties. As well as the fact he's got 353 clean sheets, which I think is incredible. And I think for Manuel Neuer, as I said, man, he's won 2 trebles, and he was instrumental in both trebles, making those crucial saves. And a lot of players don't even have 2 trebles, and I think that's a very, very insane record. And he was amazing in that 2020 Champions League finals I mentioned earlier in the stream. And yeah, no, like I said, man, he's also he also is, what's really crazy. He also even takes penalties. In the 2012 Champions League season, he managed to take a penalty as well, which shows he has that courage, and he's a good shot stopper and is also good player as well. So yeah, I just think for Neuer, man, his shot stopping ability is unmatchable. And like I said, 2014 World Cup, he was incredible, especially in the game against Algeria. And of course, against Argentina in the World Cup final, which I know Rank is going to be very disappointed I mentioned that, but he was amazing in that game. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting, guys. And yeah, that's pretty much my argument. All right, so time for the poll here. So, rank Casillas. Hey guys, please be respectful in the chat. Stop insulting each other, please. I don't want to have a negative community here. We should all be positive with one another. So, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So Neuer, and then we have one more round to go after this, guys. Can I finally get a point? Oh, shoot. All right, let's read some of your messages in the chat. Okay. All right, where's the last message I read? Everyone knows football in the chat. Brad, okay. The comeback song. Neuer saved a Ronaldo penalty. Lol. And the Champions League semifinal. MB7, okay. Casillas saved a Ronaldo penalty for me again. That was a training. I mentioned that too. The penalties he saved, Buffon easy. Slightly less significant than the Champions League semifinal. Iker wins this. I don't want to hear it, lol. And that's CL final 2002, also World Cup final in 2010. That's saved with his feet. One of the most iconic saves in football history. When you search up best goalkeeper saves, all monsters have Neuer in it. Buffon said Iker is the best shot stopper with his hand out of his generation. Neuer reflection shot is the best in here. Bet Iker 4-3. Not all be FB7. Stop capping. Michael let Neuer down. Yeah, I wish Michael was here, man. I think he would have been amazing. Or like a German fan would have been perfect. Unfortunately, I think all of them are busy. Because he has the ability to single-handedly keep his team in the games. When you search for best goalkeeper, say so much. I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm pretty sure. We all know. Oh, man. All right. I did a righty show. Oh. One has the worst for real. Well, no, never Casillas. Everything, please. How Casillas saved 16 shots at target from Cristiano Ronaldo. What?
Well, that's a stat.
Yeah. Can you make saves with like toe, head? You can name it. Neuer was better than Casillas at penalty saving. He even beat him in head-to-head. Real Madrid, Ronaldo, Kaká, Xavi, and Ramos stepping up low. Casillas. Nah, come on, man. Respect Casillas. Well, Casillas beat Buffon head-to-head in your 2008 Euros match. Let's try to get the most emojis in the world. Yeah, actually, I was noticing who was spamming those emojis. I think Neuer is the best shot stopper. Did that be some of my youth. No spam emoji, stop. Buffon was actually third best then rank. I won't bring up 26 because Buffon was past his prime by then. Let's go see his top 2 penalties himself then in the shootout. From Tony Cruz Lam, he did his job 2016 shootout. Buffon's also saw. No Casillas. Okay. All right. All right. Is this true rank? Do you agree with this?
I mean, I would back this argument, but it's hard with his club career, I suppose. Although he's redeeming himself right now.
Yeah, and maybe you could say he's the best Argentine keeper of all time. Maybe you could say that.
Maybe
Anyway,
that's the case.
Yeah, although that's a debate for another time. All right. All right. So let's go. I win this one. Finally a point.
Neuer gets in the scoreboard.
Let's go. All right. So we're now heading to the final match day. So as for me, basically coming into the final one. Basically, Rank gets this point, he wins. Buffon gets this, he wins, and I basically catch win. Well, actually, no. Casillas would force a tie.
It's a draw, actually. Yeah.
So, yeah, and then we have one last category: trophies, man. Trophies. Well, I mean, I think this is pretty straightforward. I already kind of explained my arguments earlier.
I need to grab the towel because I need to get something out of the oven because I'm gonna cook in this one.
All right, so all right, I guess I'll start off with this. Let me just actually check real quick how many trophies he's won. So
He doesn't have the stats.
okay, how many? Okay, is there? Man, I don't want to count all those trophies. I don't know. Is like I wish there was like a number here. Do I really have to count all these?
Those must be a lot of trophies.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this. You know what? I'll just do it. So, oh wait, I gotta reset. Okay. So, as I said earlier, when it comes to trophies wise, Manuel Neuer's won 2 trebles. That is insane. Many players cannot say they won 2 trebles, as well as the fact he's also won World Cup. He's also won many Bundesliga titles. I think he's won 12. Is it 12 or 11? I think it's 11 in a row, maybe. Well, whatever the case, it's a lot of titles in a row. And yeah, it's just insane the trophy haul that Neuer has. Like in terms of trophies won as a player, it's amazing. Like there's very few players that have more trophies than him. I think only like maybe Messi and Dani Alves might have more trophies than him. So like that's insane, man. And the amount of trophies he's won is incredible. And it just shows how much of a winning team Bayern Munich is. Like they can keep winning the trophies every season. Like when was the last time Bayern Munich went trophyless? I don't really remember, you know? So I just think for Manuel Neuer, man, the amount of trophies he's won is insane. And I think someone said in the chat is like 28. So, I mean, that's an insane record. I mean, well, I don't know any other goalkeepers that have that kind of like trophy haul compared to him. Like it's really difficult to achieve. So, yeah, that's my argument there. All right. So, who wants to go next?
Sammy?
I should go next. I should go next.
All right.
Yes, Buffon. Very storied career with many trophies. As I alluded to earlier, he won the UEFA Cup in 1990 with Parma, his first major trophy, international, his first trophy ever. He won the Serie A, the Scudetto, 10 times. He won also the Ligue 1 with PSG towards the end of his career after he transferred to PSG. So he can call himself a champion in 2 countries, in France and Italy. He won 6 Coppa Italia, so 6 times the Italian Cup. He won 7 times the Italian Super Cup. He won 1 time the French Super Cup. And eventually, with Italy, he won the 2006 World Cup. And he was one of the major contributors to the title, allowing only 2 goals in the process, 2 goals in 7 games. And Italy weren't even necessarily favorites for that World Cup. Most people thought Brazil, Argentina with very young Messi back then. Portugal had a star-studded golden generation. England with all their stars, but they never matched. They never had good chemistry. But on paper, they were probably seen as favorites, and Italy not so much. And that's a huge thing to win the World Cup with a team that's not necessarily favorites. He did also win the Best Goalkeeper award by the EFFHS. That's an organization. They chronic statistics for association football. And he won the Best Goalkeeper award 5 times. And what else? Something special is that in 2001 he was transferred from Parma to Juventus for 53 million euro. That was a record back then in 2001. That's incredible. And he was up until 2018 the most expensive goalkeeper. You know, the highest. It was the highest transfer. The highest amount of transfer fee was paid for him up until 2018 for a goalkeeper. Other than that, he reached the Euros final in 2012. Okay, he lost it. He played 3 times in the Champions League final, but he lost it every time. But one time against Barcelona with Neymar, Suarez, Messi, and one time against stars at Real Madrid.
All right. And I guess Rank to finish this off.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to trophies, I feel like obviously all 3 goalkeepers are very successful. All 3 keepers here have won the World Cup. 2 of the goalkeepers here have won the Champions League. Casillas won the Champions League 3 times. Neuer obviously won the Champions League twice. Only one of the goalkeepers in this list actually won the Euros, which is Casillas. He won the Euros twice. He also won La Liga 5 times, and unlike Casillas and unlike Neuer and Buffon, Casillas actually played in a competitive league. For a long time, Juventus and Bayern were uncontested in their leagues, while Casillas won 5 La Ligas against arguably the best team of all time, which was Pep's Barcelona. He also won 2 Copa del Rey and 4 Spanish Super Cups. As I mentioned earlier, 3 Champions League and 2 UEFA Super Cups, as well as 2 Club World Cups. And then when he was transferred to Porto, he was also able to win the Primeira Liga with Porto, who were really not a spectacular Porto team at all. They were on a bit of a decline, but they actually managed to win the league with Casillas, as well as the Taça do Portugal, which is the cup, and the Portuguese Super Cup. And when it comes to the international level, he's won everything there is to win. With Spain in his early youth career, he won the Under-16 World Cup and the Under-20 World Cup. Like I mentioned earlier, 2 Euros and a World Cup, being the only team that has won 3 major competitions in a row. And he didn't concede a goal in the knockouts in any of those occasions, which just goes to show how important he was for every single of those Spain runs. Also, talking about individual awards, in the year 2000, he won the Bravo Award, which is actually an award given by an Italian newspaper to the best young player from Europe. And they gave it to a goalkeeper, and that was Casillas, which was something that was very rare. He was also 5 times IFFHS goalkeeper of the world, 5 times in a row. And also in those 5 occasions, he was in the FIFA World 11. Also, the best 11 in the world chosen by FIFA. He was 5 times the starting goalkeeper of that lineup. Goalkeeper of the tournament, both at the Euros and the World Cup that he won. And yeah, also just the amount of trophies, it's just insane. And the diversity of those trophies, like the most Champions Leagues out of the goalkeepers in this list, the Euros, which is something the other 2 keepers have not won, on top of the World Cup, which he was instrumental to. And just the longevity in which he got those trophies, the competitive environment that he had to face, I feel like Casillas has the most valuable and the most trophies out of the goalkeepers in this debate.
All right, guys. So this is the final category. So, like I said, guys, this is interesting. So, are we going to have a tiebreaker? Because I did not anticipate. So this be interesting, guys. So let's see. Are we going to have a tie?
The stream could also end in a draw. Like, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I should have
for me, it can end also in a tie. I mean, I'm don't have any problem.
Yeah, I guess the tiebreaker is we'll let the chat decide who overall is better. That'll be the tie, I guess. Tiebreaker. So, okay, let's go ahead and read some comments. And yeah, please like the stream if you haven't already done so. I know I haven't been saying a lot, but I've been saying more in the chat. So please like the stream. Let's try to get at 20 likes. We're on 15 likes. So like the stream, please, if you haven't already done so. Okay, let's go and do this. All right. Come on, 80, someone for AW. Let's go, 80's cooking. Well done, 80. Come on. Now I want 80 to win. Triple points for this one. Triple points. Whoever wins this wins the whole thing. Nah, let's not do that. I mean, we pretty much did all the other categories for nothing then. So
yeah.
Trophies Buffon wins. Like Iker Buffon is a good goalkeeper. Buffon Neuer has the same amount of trophies. 20 trophies. And 80 more. I think it's 27. No, wait. It's 31. Oh, 28. People think World Cup is the best to win. In reality, is Serie B. Who's bigger? Come on, Sebastian. No. He doesn't want to count. That's how much the serial winner Neuer was. No, Albert, no. No. Number 8 is Bundesliga. Best of what of all time? No. Comprehendo. Move on, Serie B. 7 Polkas, 11 Bundesliga, 7 Super Cups, 2 UCLs, 2 USC, 2 FIBA Club World Cup, 1 under 20 club, 1 World Cup. We need Zlatan versus Benzema versus Suarez so I can cook everyone. Maybe that's for another time. All right. Buffon is no, Albert, no. Oh man.
Damn.
All right. I don't know what's going on in this chat. This chat's getting crazy. I mean, crap. You play Bayern, so you win. So, like, do we value that for real? Champions League, cool, but a dang FA trophy against this such as the blind little accusation. Frau Howard, Turner, Keller, and maybe Hobart were better than Rad Kazan. We've only lost 3 UCL finals. Wait, he's lost 3 Champions League finals?
Yes, he lost in 2003, I believe, against Milan. 2003 against Milan, 2015 against
Barca
with Messi, Suarez, MSN, and 2017 against Real Madrid with Kroos, Modric,
Ronaldo.
Casemiro, Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema, well, star-studded teams.
Yeah. Buffon won a Europa League, so people can't say he didn't win a European Cup. All right. I would say he loved Messi. He's the GOAT. All right. Barca 5, Casillas 0. Messi's going. I'm serious. What about individual awards? Oh, yeah. We didn't discuss individual awards. Well, to be honest with you, individual awards.
But I did mention, and I think Sammy did as well.
Yeah, I did mention, yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually mention. Well, to be honest with you, individual awards are not as important to me as team trophies. Team trophies are more important, in my opinion. Because those individual awards it's biased, in my opinion.
What?
So.
What?
Low. Casillas also kept out 2016 Leicester out. Bro, award low. Yeah, well, Neuer can't get beat like that because he plays on league low. So he can get fake trophies and ignore the second one.
It's not fake. Look it up. Hey, Sebastian.
Even PK. Okay, now, come on, man. West Barca team, whatever. Wait, where's the ball? It doesn't matter if you win a little bonus. I mean, this round's quadruple points. If we tie break, then it should be attributes. Because the last one. I got 80 should get 10 wins just because they go to host. If it's a draw, it goes to pens. Why is there a blue mark on the screen? Okay, it's going now. I'll recall me and said Peru's strategy. All right. So, I think we have a tie? Yeah, I think we have a tie, guys. Wait, why can't it end this poll? I'm trying to end this poll, guys. It won't let me end.
The poll doesn't end and the stream continues forever.
I can't end this thing. What the heck? Okay, let me try to end from my phone. Let me refresh my stream.
Also, I don't understand what Sebastian was talking about, like the World Cup not being just a little bonus when all 3 goalkeepers have won the World Cup. Like, who is that throwing punches at? I don't understand.
All right, can I end this poll now, please? There you go. Okay, so on my screen, it's Casillas that won. Okay, so I guess this is a good tiebreaker since neither of you guys won. I think this is the only way we break this tie. Who came second for that poll? That for the what is it called? Shot stopping. Casillas came second. So Casillas, I guess Casillas overall wins on the tiebreaker.
So, well, I didn't decide the tiebreaker, but I was fine with the draw. I feel like they are all amazing goalkeepers.
Let's call it a draw.
Yeah, let's just go with it. Okay, let's just go with the draw. Draw is probably more fair. Yeah, all 3 goalkeepers are legendary in their own attributes. So, actually, let me ask the chat: should we have a tiebreaker? Okay, I mean, I think this is fair though. We let's do a vote for the overall winner. All right, let's just do a vote. This is for fun. Okay. All right. Casillas or Buffon? So this is the tiebreaker, the vote. And I guess I'll give you guys 2 minutes to make this vote. This was for fun vote, okay, guys? All right. All right, let's see what you guys say in the chat.
Evil sisters.
Tiebreaker, who eats the most pizza?
Bro, we have a food eating competition in the middle of the stream to decide the winner.
All right, guys. And if this is a tie, then we're calling it a tie. Okay, I'm not doing a tiebreak after this, just so you guys know. But in my opinion, I'll say it's a draw, but we'll just have a tiebreak just for why not sake, just for fun. Okay, guys, 1 minute left of the poll. And I'm ending this as soon as 1 minute. I'm ending this as soon as the timer stops. So I'm putting my mouse hovering over the end poll.
Right.
Oh man, I'm exhausted. This was a good debate, man. Good debate.
My personal ranking is Buffon first, Neuer second, Casillas third. Is my personal ranking.
Ooh, actually, let me give my personal. Well, it's kind of hard for me because I didn't get to watch all three, but I feel like Neuer first, then second Casillas, then third Buffon. I guess I'll go with that. How would you rank personally?
Personally, I would go with Casillas first, Buffon second, and Neuer third.
All right. So Buffon wins this one, guys. Buffon is the overall winner.
Dang. Club.
Yeah. All right, let's go read some of the final messages here, then we're going to end the stream. Okay. Sebastian Street. Whoa. Well, Rank called me and said to pause Brandon Zidane. Well, you actually said that, Rank?
No, but it's still true.
Guys, we got to do this on my channel. We got to do this. Let's start this from the November month. We have to get a compilation of like the funniest moments on this channel.
This is one.
We're doing this from November.
Yeah.
Oh my! No, you're one on my screen. Okay, Sebastian is better. Boo Rank, Casillas. Damn it, let's do a vote for the overall winner. All right, for my boy Iker Casillas. Send Iker. We should do a vote.
I did my best, Cookie.
Colo versus Boca versus Barca. Well, in my opinion, the biggest club is AIK. That's my opinion.
Behind HAK, of course.
Yeah. Rock paper scissors between Rank and Sammy. No, we're not doing that. I just gave 80 the win. Come on, man. Coco might have blown. No bias people low. The other keepers I have a better legacy than I think as a goalkeeper. I would still say Neuer. I just realized we didn't do legacy as one of the categories. Maybe we should have done that. Oh well. Colo versus Boca. Tiebreak. Who's the most pizza? Well, that Rank. This is gonna be rigged. Who's the first person to rank? France in their home. So rigged. JK. Rank is Messi from the World Cup. Pays 80 to win the debate rigged. I think that's me every 7 low. Every 7 games. It's me. Buffon, Neuer, Casillas. What? Casillas, one of yours. Minus Casillas, Buffon, Neuer. Will that Rank Buffon clear? Just got here, but that's wild. Balk. Yeah, thank you for joining, man. We're about to end the stream soon, so you guys can check the replay out. Buffon, 124th champion del Mundo extra time winner. Same as Rank. Bravo over Casillas. Luis won an Audi Cup.
Actually true. He's won a trophy that neither of these goalkeepers has won.
Yeah, Audi Cup's the biggest trophy in the world, guys. Super GG. Wait, was this between Casillas and Buffon? Chadwick Buffon. Well, what is this? Well, this was a tiebreaker. Essentially, we had the tiebreaker because both of them were tied in the categories for the points.
Bok, you needed to be here before to help me like this. Come on, man.
Yeah, Iker Buffon's a good goalkeeper. All right. Sammy's okay.
I have a better legacy than Buffon, he said.
On this channel.
Yeah,
all right,
so for sure.
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining the stream. It was a good fun. We had a really good enjoyment. So like I said, I'll put the links of their channels in the description below, Rank, Sammy, and Matt's as well. And thank you guys for joining, man. It was great fun. We had a great fun for this debate stream, and looking forward to the next one. Next one's gonna be amazing. So how many likes we ended up on this stream? So we ended up reaching 16 likes, not quite 20. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. You know, maybe we'll get 20 on the replay. I'm sure there'll be people probably watching this replay. So remember, guys, to like and subscribe. We're getting very close to reaching 1,330 subscribers. I think we're like 1 subscriber away. So subscribe if you haven't already done so. Actually, we reached 1,330. So remember, guys, the goal is to get 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So yeah, remember, guys, to become a member of the channel to access your members' videos, member stream. We'll have a member stream in around 2 hours time. So you guys can join that. We'll discuss about this. And yeah, as I said, man, and also turn on notification bell to be notified whenever I go live. And yeah, like I said, guys, I'll see you guys next time, guys. For the next stream, I'll try to stream on Sunday, but we'll see if I can do, because I'm kind of busy this weekend. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.